Welcome back to the Wasteland for another review of Amazon Prime's Fallout series. Today we're going to be taking a look at episode 3, The Head. The Wasteland's got its own golden rule and it's time to see if Lucy can adapt. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. The episode begins with Cooper Howard pre-Ghoul on one of his film sets.
There's an old Mexican eulogy. Feo fuerte y formal.
This opening scene gives us a great comparative look at Cooper's character before the war and ghoulification.
Do I really have to kill him?
As he doesn't even feel comfortable shooting the man as the script says, but has no problem taking out half of the town as we saw last episode once he is no longer human.
The audience, Coop, they want to see that even a good man as yourself can be driven
Yeah,
too
I understand
far
that, but that's not
sometimes.
really my thing.
I guess he took his director's notes once the bombs dropped, though.
Because out here, it's just you, your gun, and your personal code, bringing order to the wild, wild west. That's why it would be really great if you could just shoot away in the fucking head, yeah?
But then something, or should I say someone, catches his eye, and sheesh, does she lay it on thick.
You gonna save any of that grape taffy for the rest of us?
It's not grape, it's lavender. You know, a lot of people like to write it off as some old lady flavor, but it's subtle, flirtation. Tastes like someone touching you for the first time.
Coop is me whenever Lady Mouse tries to get me to try a vegetable or one of her health foods.
Oh, man. That's the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Come to find out that's his wife and the mother of his daughter that we saw in episode 1. She gives him a new outfit change before we cut back to the present where Cooper is investigating the decapitated body of Wilzig, hacking up a lung, doing some drugs before continuing his journey. After the intro plays, we're hit with Lucy wandering aimlessly through the desert again before setting up her campsite for the night and inspecting Wilzig's head. She shoves a tracker up his nose before caressing it once more. Maximus impersonates his Knight Titus after he gets a transmission from the Brotherhood whilst fixing the damaged power armor, lying through his teeth, making it seem like he's a hero that died in battle.
He died with honor and glory.
They show no remorse as the commander's just like, okay, we'll send you a new squire right away. Which is obviously a big problem for Maximus.
No, I'm okay.
It's not a problem. We got plenty of squires.
Like the dummy he is, he leaves the suit behind to go into Philly and get the part for the suit fixed. Not only is he dumb for leaving the suit behind, we also get to see that he forgot to put stat points into his barter skill.
I can fix it. Cost you 5 caps.
Could you do it for 4? Extra, if you do it fast.
Upon returning, he's greeted by a group of scavengers stealing parts off of the suit and just gets completely shit on like usual.
Lord.
This scene kind of pisses me off with the ex machina he uses to save Maximus. So he gets back on his feet Rocky Balboa style.
I didn't hear no bell.
Grabs some weapons and goes back to fighting, which is fine, like, okay, man's got the eye of the tiger with the thrill of the fight. But then the scavengers are just beating him against the suit, and somehow while facing the wrong way, he gets his arm inside to crush the one's head. Correct me if I'm wrong, but power armor have hinged joints, do they not? Doing this would be like trying to bend your arm backwards and grab something like this. Not even to mention the finger lineups to do the actual grabbing. Did you use your pinky as a thumb? Thaddeus gets dropped off to be his new squire. If you don't remember, he's the bully from base camp.
Let you go.
At first they build it up like Maximus is going to squash his head as revenge for all the torture that he put him through at base camp, until Maximus has a better idea for revenge.
Clean this.
Then starts having him clean his crotch plate like he had to. Only difference is Thaddeus is more enthusiastic to do so.
Of course. Knight Titus.
He briefs him on new orders from the Elder Cleric, and we get another hint as to why Wilzig is so important to all of these factions in the Wasteland.
The Elder Cleric says, whoever gets the target
We'll control the wasteland. And, we are to kill whomever stands in our way.
Lucy finds a deer on her way to the location Wilzig placed in her Pip-Boy and stops to feed it. I honestly thought we were going to have a jump scare here with this fawn. But instead a Gulper does the jump scaring as it grabs and drags Lucy before stealing the head and scurrying away. Luckily she has the tracker up his nostril. Oh, wait.
Hello again.
The ghoul demands for the head. Lucy, pleading for her life, explains that she doesn't have it anymore and she lost it. But using his detective skills, he can see through her spreading of the truth and come to the conclusion that...
Gulper got it, huh?
Let's check in on Rico in Vault 33, shall we?
Don't know when.
Oh, well, doesn't seem like the higher-ups are too happy. I want to know what they did to Cousin Lover during his interrogation to warrant this type of response afterwards.
You okay? I'm just not really sure who I even am anymore. Sorry,
Rico gets interrogated by the higher-ups and nothing really too crazy or suspenseful happens during this. It's basically just the council yelling at him and giving him a duty demotion for helping Lucy escape the vault. But then he hits him with the ultimatum.
How do you demote someone who equally dislikes every job he's ever worked?
I feel that, Rico. I truly feel that. But the overseer thinks of a perfect job for him. Serving the prisoners their daily meals.
Eat your fucking heart!
I guess to show him what dangers he truly put Lucy in. But before we pan back to Maximus, we get a glimpse of how it puts more hatred into his heart. See that anger? Maximus is still on his power trip with Thaddeus.
I don't see any apples, sir.
Climb higher.
Sir, I will find you. Fuck! I know you wanted an apple.
I'm not hungry anymore.
Still hiding his identity.
If we find the target, we should repair your radio.
I will retrieve it myself.
Thankfully, Thaddeus is a smart kiss-ass once Maximus explains that the target got away because of the ghoul that intervened.
You left the ghoul alive.
Maximus definitely has the most luck here.
Great idea, sir. All Wastelanders leave radiation trails. You've made it possible to trace the whereabouts of the target.
Yes, right. I know that.
They stumble upon the headless body of Wilzig. Noticing the tracks left behind from the ghoul in 404, they start to follow and hopefully he's done torturing Lucy before they show up. She's gasping for air, pleading for her life in the head as she needs it in order to get her dad back. Telling him that torture is wrong, but goddamn, the ghoul hits us with another great exposition.
You know, I used to do these things called studies. Anyway, this one particular study came out, and it said that torturing a person don't do shit. It made sense. I mean, a man hurts me, I wouldn't want to do him any favors. My point is, you asked me them studies, they was right. Torturing a person don't do shit.
Why are you doing this?
Well, I ain't torturing you, sweetheart. I'm using you as bait.
The Gulper comes and tries to eat Lucy while the ghoul is trying to stab it with a makeshift spear. Before Lucy grabs his bag and throws it into the Gulper's mouth to try to give herself a little bit of wiggle room. Only problem is, she broke all of his medicine trying to do so.
Fuck!
Maximus and Thaddeus are still investigating the trail. They stop to take a break in order to refill the power suit's water bag when they have a little heart-to-heart about Maximus after his death.
So, you're a former squire.
How did he die?
You knew him?
Yeah, I did.
Say something about him.
To be honest, me and the other guys used to be pretty hard on him. I'd like regularly beat the shit out of him. It wasn't personal, you know? It's just, you know, people at the base, they used to beat the shit out of me all the time. This shipment of new recruits came in, and one of them
Was Maximus. What if we beat the shit out of that guy instead? And it worked.
yeah, I was really popular. It's great. I just wish he lived long enough to find someone else to beat up, you know? Only seems fair. I realize that people die all the time, so who cares, right? But still, I feel bad.
Vault 33 is having another meeting about what to do with the prisoners, and they decide that rehabilitation is the best course of action. Letting them stay as prisoners until they're civilized enough in order to join their vault society. How are they going to do that? I'm glad you asked. Let's take a look.
I can teach the Raiders Shakespeare.
What the fuck?
I'd be happy to teach them introductory calculus.
Like, yeah, let's totally try to teach these grown humans with the mental capacity of a steroid-filled toddler Shakespeare and calculus. Rico scoffs at this idea, as anyone should, because it's completely ludicrous.
The hard truth is we can't just let them go. They have intimate knowledge of our vault security.
Before proposing what's probably the best idea of what to do with these people, but everybody just treats them like the biggest piece of shit because of it, just as we find out.
The water chip is destroyed. The vault only has enough water to keep our population alive for 2 months.
And we're all thinking what the overseer says.
That went well.
Just as they're leaving, Patchy the Pilates pirate agrees with Rico that the prisoners need to visit the other side, and I'm not talking about the vault door. Maximus and Thaddeus get attacked by a gulper, or should I say just Thaddeus? With the way these little fingers are digging into him, I'm surprised he made it out in one piece. Which comes with its double dose of glory, since it turns out to be the gulper that had Wilzig's head! I can't tell if the ghoul is being a dick here or just trying to help Lucy out by not giving her what seems to be radiated water.
Sir, please. I need water.
As not even 30 seconds later, we see them pass a gigantic puddle to where he tells her,
Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink.
A glimmer of hope is shown for Lucy as she looks up and sees a Vault Tech billboard reminding her of why she's on her journey just before the ghoul blows its fucking head off, displaying what seems to be true disgust for Vault Tech. Our episode comes to a conclusion with a pre-war Cooper Howard leaving his trailer wearing a Vault Tech jumpsuit, meeting his wife on the commercial set for Vault Tech, which gives us even more glimpses at the secrets that Vault Tech is hiding when Cooper asks,
This thing really block radiation?
Barb gives this glance to the heads like, yeah, just tell him it works so he does the damn thing. As he's doing the shoot, he stops and asks,
I have an idea. What if I were to do like a thumbs up?
Which makes me stop to think one of two things. Remember in episode 1 when the guy at the birthday party said,
Oh, Coop, do your thumbs up. Why not? That's what you're famous for.
Is he referring to these pictures? Or is the Vault Boy character based off of these photo shoots, which would make him even more famous for the thumbs up? Or am I just extremely stoned and overthinking this whole thing? Regardless, I'm glad they included this little scene so that way we get more of an explanation of Cooper's hatred for Vault Tech and warrant him shooting the sign instead of him just being bitter about his ex-wife working for them. Alrighty friends, that's gonna do it for this episode 3 review of Amazon Prime's Fallout series. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. I've been working really hard on trying to bring you guys weekly uploads along with weekly shorts, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. Find me across all your favorite social media platforms in the description below, and until next time, thank you for watching. I love you guys. See you next time. Realization sets in. Wilzig takes her as he casually tries to escape through the facility like a middle-aged person